Hello, everyone. This is Hokie200proof, and I'm joined by RetroNick, Rocco, and our fearless GM, Kevin. Kevin, we're working on his username or his persona online, so we'll get back to that at some point. Anyway,
I like Kevin. I like Kevin. My real name is Jeff. Kevin, lead everybody.
that's a great. You just threw them those
I need
evil
an online
doctors.
alter ego.
Right.
What's
Wait,
your-
are we recording?
Yes, we're recording. God damn it. So anyway,
Call me Kevin.
we are resuming our game here, and our GM is going to give us the lowdown of where we left things last episode.
Okay, well, welcome back to the world of Cyberpunk 2020, the cybernetic future of 4 years from now, where everything is technologically turned upside down. We rejoin our heroes, I guess we'll call them, in the basement of Doom. I think it's been nicknamed, where they just shot a guy several times in the same leg, knocked another guy out, and another guy has fall down drunk. If you remember from our last episode, our heroes lured these guys down here to do God only knows what. They know they were being followed by these guys, and that's about it. There was a stunning discussion about some custom socks, and Smart Bart was able to calm everybody down so that no violence would take place, and Rocco immediately shot everybody. And I think that leaves us where we are now.
Yep, I think so. Just to
Wow.
also recap, I think where we have been.
Where we have been. Okay.
Basically,
Yes. Well,
I think like in our possession, Rocco was part of a covert op that went south. I had my concert in the area canceled, and Smart Bart is just a guy we both know.
he got fired from his
Yep.
from his job.
I think we're all fired. We're all jobless, I think, right now.
Well, I was only there for a month.
Right.
Right. Well, I mean, Rocco's team was killed, in an explosion. Your concert was canceled under mysterious circumstances, and Smart Bart was fired for gross incompetence.
So you think that Rocco might still be able to get benefits, is what you're saying, because he wasn't technically fired, or?
Well, nobody's fixed the glitch in payroll.
Okay. All
So
right.
he might still be getting
All right.
payments.
So, as I take it right now, we've got two guys who we will be able to interrogate.
Oof, the apartment he was in was fired upon.
Okay, there's that, but we got two guys, Greg with the socks and Bad Guy who is passed out drunk. So I would say that we start by probing Greg for some information here.
I will say this. I do remember that the other two guys from our previous episode, who are here clearly labeled Bad Guy, I do remember them having names. Don't remember what they are. Didn't write those down. Did not. I don't seem to be able to review our last episode. So
Phil and Sydney.
All
we're
right.
going with Phil and Sydney.
Yeah.
What we're doing. And I don't even have a pencil within reach to write that down.
I
That's
pistol
sad.
whipped Sydney.
Right.
You pistol whipped
Fucking
Greg.
pistol whipped him in the head. Oh, that's what I meant.
No, you didn't pistol whip any. Rocco pistol whipped Greg, I think.
Yeah, that is Rocco talking. Do our voices sound that similar?
No.
I'm the one with the
No.
annoying lisp.
Yeah, he's the one who's got bronchitis. Who's gonna?
I don't
be...
know what's going on.
No, so does Retro. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
Okay.
Into
I'm still coming off a cold.
Someone get into character quick.
So, jumping back into it, here we go.
Smart Bart's all that different from me.
3, 2, 1. Role play. Go.
Hi.
I
It
stopped.
doesn't matter who we are.
I
We're bad
s-
people.
I stopped laughing to say. I look at Greg and I say, Greg, we need some answers. Who sent you after us? Tell us, or we're gonna shoot off both your legs like we did Sydney over there on the coffee table.
Yeah. Let's
Okay, well,
shoot
Greg
off his
responds by
legs.
lightly snoring because he's been knocked out.
I say it. I roll for volume and say it much louder. Also, all right, timeout for being in character. We forgot to clear the chat, so we're gonna have to start rolling to kind of move all this nonsense chat over here. That's
Fine.
that's there, but
matter.
Whatever.
okay. Anyway,
I like that. That's.
It's
I
like
can
trying
see
to
that.
talk to
Yeah,
someone who speaks a foreign language.
There
They
you go.
don't speak English. Oh, okay. Where do you come from? Louder and slower.
All right. Then
Hey,
Rocco, what's
I
up?
have limes and salt. We can wake him up.
Okay. I don't
Oh,
know, I don't know.
By
How, you're very smart.
throwing
So
limes and salt.
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
I gotta put it in his eye.
Ow.
Are we
Okay,
trying to be
so
friends with these guys?
Rocco squeezes lime juice.
No, I
into
might not.
Greg's eye.
I said I could.
No, we're not trying to be friends with these guys. We're trying to
Okay.
get information out of them.
Then I'll squeeze a lime in his eye. It'll wake up. And then you do the talking.
You knocked him unconscious with a gun.
Yeah, for a second.
Okay. All right. I don't even know what you roll for that. Is that like a tech skill or something with the limes?
To do.
It's culinary.
Sorry, what's the action?
Rocco would like to squeeze the lime in Greg's eye to hopefully wake him up. So we can
that's
interrogate
okay. So
him.
that's definitely reflex plus botany and a D10. No, you just that's one of those things you just do. I don't think there's
Okay.
it's not like Greg is going to dodge. You know,
There is a culinary.
Oh, how many points do you have in culinary?
It's not a culinary.
Okay,
Is that what
Chef
you took
Ramsay.
instead of handgun? Is that the skill? Okay, so Rocco walks over to his bags that he dropped on the floor, picks up a lime, cuts it open in some fashion, and begins squeezing it into Greg's eyes.
Okay. And it's super.
Oh, he's a man. He just squeezed it and it erupted.
It's super effective.
Greg does not respond because he's been hit in the back of the head with a pistol and he was drinking a whole lot.
Okay.
But now he's going to wake up and wonder. Just,
All right. I go over and I draw a dick on his forehead.
I was just gonna say, Hokie, I got a great idea. Then I pull my balls out, put them on his forehead. I'm like, take a picture quick.
I take a picture. I take a
That's
picture
news.
with the guy's phone from the first episode who we took. And I say
That'll
that.
come in handy later.
Yeah, I Instagram that or whatever I Pepsi Instagram that, so all my followers can see that.
Guy looks like a warrior. He's wearing a Roman face mask.
Okay, guys, we need to move on to Phil. I guess is bad guy number 2, who was simply passed out drunk. I don't think anyone pistol whipped him out, knocked him out.
I don't think anybody even said anything mean to him. I think he got off pretty easy here.
Okay.
I think we could try waking him up by assaulting him. We do have salt.
All right. Okay.
Sorry.
Assaulting him?
Do you want to try the lime trick on this one? Or just
No, you guys don't like my place. So
smart Bart, just slap him around a little bit, see if you can wake up Phil.
Okay, so I pull my pants up, and then I slap Phil around.
Move. You slap him around a little bit. Well, Phil starts getting a little bit woke up and like, what's happening? What? Oh, it's Sydney. No.
All right, good. Phil's lucid. I say to Phil, Phil, who put you up to this? Who sent you, Sydney, and Greg after us? We need to know right now, or your face is
After
going to look
you?
like Sydney's legs.
After you, he's pointing at Hokie. I don't. Who are you?
All right, Rocco steps forward.
Why are you looking for me? I say to
Oh, you're the
Phil.
guy. We're looking for you. Because you
you found me.
we
Why?
thought you blew up and you didn't. So we were coming to make sure you were okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Movie at 11.
Oh shit.
You know what, guys? Get the limes.
We're gonna make this guy talk or make him a Mexican cocktail.
Holy fucking shit.
Rocco goes to get more limes. Then he comes
I
back
have a switchblade too.
Okay,
and a switchblade that he may or may
No,
not
it's
know
in-
how to
it's in
use.
Rocco.
No, I have it in my pocket. It's in my
Rocco,
gear.
it sounds like Phil was sent from like the guys who employed you to like retrieve you or to like not.
I'm supposed to give you a message. He's
Are
pointing
you
at
really
Rocco.
believing him?
I at this point, yeah, he's drunk as shit.
Your
And he-
intelligence is like 0.
No, my intelligence is great. My intelligence is fine.
Okay. All right.
I'm with the government.
Sorry, I'm a little on
and
edge. My entire crew was
the LOL is after you.
Uh-oh.
No, the AOL is after you. He's pointing at Rocco, and he's like,
This guy just
"So
laughed at us. Do you hear him say
watch
LOL?
out."
Yeah.
What?
The America Online Overlord is after Rocco.
Why?
I don't know, because that's a lot of questions.
Okay. Who would know?
He's holding his head now, and it's obvious he's not feeling well.
You guys want to take a picture of my balls on his head too?
I do not.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
Phil, I look at Phil and I say, we're going to do that unless you can tell us who can get us more information about this right now.
Yeah, make
More
that go, bitch.
information about what?
Who,
The people who what?
who we can go talk to
Makes
about
sense,
AOL,
man.
AOL, LOL, and find out.
LOL.
Right. Okay. So we found out that AOL was like they knew what was happening, and we went to warn everybody in the apartment, and it exploded.
Okay, so who are you working for? Who gave you the order?
I work for the government, man.
The government. Rocco, we're
Obviously, he seems to be fumbling around his pockets like
Can
he's
I kill
looking
him?
for something.
no, I would say like one of us should, I guess, roll awareness to see if we can figure out what he's trying to go for. So is he disarmed?
I believe in the last episode, Smartpart did take his gun.
Right. Okay. So what's he still have in his
That may or may
pockets?
not be accurate, but we'll play like it is.
Yeah.
So.
So what does he have left in his pockets then?
Well, do you just want me to tell you, or you want to look for it, or do you want to ask him?
What are you
You
doing,
just ask me what's in
Phil?
his pockets.
What are you trying to go for in your pockets?
Hold
Dude, I told you I was
on,
going to whip my
hold on.
balls out, but don't get so excited.
Hold on. And he's rooting around in his back pocket, and he pulls out what looks like a wallet. He flips open the wallet, and there, right in the wallet, is a bright, shining badge.
Oh boy.
And the badge is labeled Secret Service.
Whoops.
Hold on. Wasn't Rocco's whole story that he was going to go kill the president?
No.
AOL
I was working
executives.
for the president, and they double-crossed us, and that's why they blew up my crew.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's what happened. I don't remember double trusting anybody. I remember going to the apartment to warn everybody, and then it blew up. And then we tried to find you. He's pointing at Rocco. And now we're here.
Right. We've got another dead Secret Service guy in our
Little
hangout
fuzzy.
spot.
I'm not dead.
No, Phil. But
No, Phil, you're not, but Sydney is.
right.
Yeah, we're talking about
What?
Sydney, the blood stain over there.
Oh no!
We were just talking about Greg's socks, and then shit went downhill. Sideways.
Yeah.
Oh, Sydney always did get upset about the socks, but that seems far-fetched.
I am like lost right now.
Yeah, I'm at a loss right now.
I don't know. I don't know what to do with some of this stuff.
I think
So
he's
wait,
lying. I think
you
they're
were-
all lying.
Yeah, he's got to be lying because it seemed like he was really intent on killing you before, Rocco.
Yeah, upstairs, they wanted me dead.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
No, they were just trying to find you.
I'm taking my balls down. Okay, that's it. This guy's getting a Roman face mask.
Phil whispers to Rocco, I hope he's not talking about me.
Hold on, Phil. Do you know Rocco, or were you just assigned to warn him?
I don't know him personally. I know of him.
All right.
I know he was hired to help out. All those guys were hired to help out. None of them were, agents.
Who hired you? The president?
Who hired me? The
You're in
HR
government
department hired me, but I work for the president.
Well, what does the president want with Rocco?
Oh man. Okay, the president doesn't want anything to do with Rocco. These guys were hired to do a job, and instead of doing it, they got blowed up.
How do you know I wasn't in there? Yeah,
Well,
exactly. How do you know I wasn't in there?
There was surveillance camera footage of you jumping out the window.
And it didn't blow up with it.
No, you didn't jump out the window. The other guy jumped out the window.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can I kill him now?
What? This is our only lead. Hold on. Before we murder another.
Okay, well, we established the fact he wasn't coming to help me. That's for sure. Because why would he come looking for me? I'm a mid-level guy. If the whole crew is dead, they're not coming looking for me. They wouldn't know I'd survived.
You're a hired gun. Yeah.
We followed your friend that jumped out the window, the tech guy that I believe died in your apartment. He points at Smart Bart from a wound to the leg. Is that right?
Yeah, you gave it to him probably.
Nope.
It might have been the infection from the filth that got him. But
there was surveillance camera footage of him jumping out the window, so we followed him, caught up with him, and we found out that you were still alive and figured you had something to do with everybody being blown up.
And that's why you were in the bar when we showed up?
No, we had given up on trying to find you for the evening, so we went to have a drink. And
you saw me. You saw him walk in and talk to me. That's how you said you found out I was still alive. So if you saw me there...
Wait a minute. No.
Yeah.
We found out that he was looking for you.
How do you know he's dead in Bart's apartment then?
Because we went to Bart's apartment.
Where I was.
After you'd left.
Everybody shows up there sooner or later.
Can we admit that this guy's not telling us the truth right now?
Why do you not think he's telling the truth?
Because he just wants to kill him.
Yeah, honestly.
Me? No, I don't. Well, eventually.
Don't do it. Unless you're actually you killed your whole team, right? Like you blew everybody up.
No, I didn't.
I don't believe you. How's it feel?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You all learned a valuable lesson today. Judging people is not nice.
That's right.
This conversation reads like the comments section of a political news article.
Jesus. All right, Phil. What do you suggest? What were you going to tell us to do? You were going to just try to find Rocco. You're trying to get answers. Everybody, stop breathing in some toxic fumes from this basement.
I'm sorry, there's lots of smoking in the future.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Well, we decided to run the game with two sick, coughing players. I don't know why that would go wrong.
Well, it is May the 4th, and we got General Grievous on one side and someone not as lame of a character on the other, but
Bane.
Good reference.
Bane. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Phil, what was the next step here, guy? Fill us in. We are lost. We need to know if you're going to find Rocco, you're going to get answers from him. Who are you going to answer back to?
Well, it was our job, the three of us, now the two of us, to follow this guy, Rocco, to see who he went to talk to and basically figure out who was behind the explosion.
Well, now that you know that Rocco's not behind the explosion, what's your protocol next? What are we supposed to do here? Who do you call?
We're just supposed to follow him.
Who is giving you your orders? We need to contact that person.
The president.
He's full of shit.
Oh, okay. You need the guy in charge of the. Okay, yeah, I understand. You want to talk to him? That's fine. Well, I could arrange something. Do you want me to maybe set up a meeting? Next week's good.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
next
This
week
end.
would be good, and I think right now what we need to worry about is probably contacting Sydney's next of kin and getting some maybe
So let me get this. Let me ask a question here.
yeah.
You, Rocco, did not blow up everybody, is what you're saying.
No. Why would I blow up how I get paid?
Right. Why?
I don't particularly like them. I didn't blow them up. And my sister was there.
It's a really good question.
Sure. Would you then also say that you did not kill Sydney?
That's where I thought this was going.
I don't remember. Did I kill Sydney? I think I did. Probably.
You definitely.
You know the reason all this blood is here.
Hey, let's go. Let's break the fourth wall for a second. The last episode was 6 months ago. I think I killed Sydney.
I don't remember.
Okay, as GM here,
the firefight after the whole thing got moved over.
I believe recapping. I believe the only one of you to not shoot Sydney was Smart Bart.
Yeah, because I was
Or
running
Because
around.
we don't let him have a gun.
Yeah.
He was unarmed. That's correct.
We walked over to him point blank range and kneecapped the shit out of him like 4 times. It was vicious. It was not good.
No.
Somehow only like
It was very gay. It was very gangland.
Yeah. It felt badass at the time, but now I'm a bit conflicted about that.
I'm not.
All right. How about this? Smart Bart, you keep a gun on our friend Sydney. I'm gonna I'm gonna ask Rocco to step over to the corner here and kind of strategize. And I hopefully Can I walk over here?
Nope.
Oh, jeez.
Nope.
You're on top of me.
Nope. Oh,
Stop
it. Seriously? What's happening?
Okay.
That is seriously gay,
I
guys.
didn't want to make out with him. Okay. All right.
They're playing 7 Minutes in Heaven over there.
In more.
You know what? How about this corner?
Bing.
instead?
Okay.
How
All
about-
right.
how about away from-
Moving back.
There you go.
All right.
Behind the couch?
In
What?
hushed tones that I'm confident Sydney can't hear about, I asked.
Sydney's dead.
So any tone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm confident Sydney isn't hearing
Phil.
shit.
Phil can't hear. I asked Rocco, what do you want to do?
These soap aren't their names.
This
Like,
is. I know it's
okay.
fine.
No.
It is now. We're retconning it. But Rocco, what do you want to do here? Like this guy, you don't believe him? You do believe
No, I
him?
don't believe him. His story doesn't make any sense. And you're not the one that was almost blown up. No, I don't believe him. I don't trust him.
What do you want to do next? Is the important thing. If we kill
He
this,
wants to set up a meeting with whoever. First of all, he said he's employed by the president. And then he said he's going to set up a meeting with him next week. Do you believe him?
he's got a badge. I think some of this checks out.
A lot of people have badges. That doesn't mean that he can set up a meeting with the president in a week.
Okay, here's another angle of this. If we kill this guy, I don't know what other leads we have to figure out what the fuck went wrong with your operation. And more importantly, we need to also get back to me and why my concert was canceled, because that happened out of nowhere also. So
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Let's let Phil pass out for a couple minutes here. Then we're going to wake him up, and we're going to ask him why he was following you and see if he comes up with some bullshit story. And then we know he's bullshitting everybody, which I'm pretty sure he is. I think we fed him everything he wanted to hear.
He didn't follow me. He followed your tech guy who met us.
I know, but then he didn't. But then he ended up here at the bar before us. Does that not make?
We happened to just show up at the same bar that these guys were kind of giving up their search with.
Why were they giving up their search if they followed the guy to right where I was?
I know, but why would they get hammered like stinking drunk at a bar if they were still on the job? I mean, that's not
because
very
they were
good secret servicing.
Because they're not Secret Service agents. But go ahead, go talk to them.
All right. I mean, well, no. Like, how do we figure that out? What do you want to do here? And also, we've got a dead body in a basement that we rented earlier tonight from a guy. Like, this is a bad situation, man. Like, we got to figure out.
Do you want to stay in this basement?
I don't think I want to stay in this basement anymore.
Then let's get out of here.
Knowing
Then
who
he
we
doesn't
killed.
know our names.
All right, so
I like this basement. It's cleaner than my apartment.
We're not talking loud enough for you to hear us, Smart Bart.
Sorry.
Although I might raise my voice in there at one point. All right, Rocco.
Let's kill one of them and bring the other one with us.
Which one do you want to bring with us? You don't trust anything a word that Phil says. You want to just bring Greg, citrus-eyed Greg, with us so we can interrogate him later.
Yeah, and that way we don't have to. He doesn't have to wake up and see his buddy's dead. We can be like, we don't know what happened to him, but we were able to get you out of there.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go take Smart Bart's place and train the gun on him. I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and tell him to go talk to you and see how he likes this plan.
Bart?
Oh, yep. Hey, sorry. I was contemplating writing on this guy.
I'm switching.
Looks like he's getting ready to pass out again.
I'm switching places with Smart Bart. He's gonna go talk.
Oh, I thought you maybe were going to send Phil over to talk to me and ask me how I like the plan. I was like, he's not going to like it.
No, he's
We're
not.
gonna leave you. No, you
can
can bloody
sell it.
rape basement, and we're gonna take your friend with us.
He's not gonna like the execution we're about to do here.
Bart, I don't trust this guy. Do you?
I mean, I don't know. He seemed cool. What are you thinking?
I think we need to take. What did I just do? I screwed up my screen. I think we need to take one of these guys with us, but not both. I think the one we should take is Greg. And
Obviously Greg. I mean, look at those socks. They're great socks. I mean, I was talking to him all night about those socks before, shit went down.
Go switch places with Hokie again.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Hey, Hokie. Rocco needs you.
What?
Hi, Phil. I'm back.
Bart agrees with
If you shaved
everything.
Your head, you'd look like a thumb with two thumbs.
Rocco, what do you want?
Bart agrees with everything I just said.
All right. Well, I think you're gonna have to be the one to do it. I feel like I'm feeling a little guilty over killing Sydney.
Can you guys take Greg upstairs? I will finish the job down here, and I will meet you guys outside.
All right. Well, Smart Bart and I are gonna have to carry Greg, and this is gonna
Just
look
act like he's a drunk.
a bit
Your
conspicuous.
drunk friend.
I think the gunplay down here has been pretty loud, and people are gonna wonder why there's only 4 of us emerging from the basement.
Do you have a better plan that you're trying to? If you have a better plan,
No, I don't have any plans. I'm gonna go get Greg, and team up with Smart Bart. Let him know.
So
what
we'll
we're
meet you
doing.
guys outside.
Yeah, meet us outside.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are going to go get Greg. Rocco, you are going over near Phil.
I want to kill Phil.
Is this right? Is this correct so far?
This
Yeah.
is the plan.
So Hokie and Bart are about to drag out Greg. Rocco is about to kill Phil. It is at this point that you guys hear the sound of a flushing toilet coming from the corner
Oh, this is very Pulp
of
Fiction.
the basement. And let's see if I can get this to work properly. Here we go.
Oh, shit!
So, emerging from the basement, you see a short, about 4 feet, very hairy, bald, portly gentleman who comes strolling out of the bathroom holding a newspaper.
Oh, I want to squeeze him.
He looks around the room. He looks at you guys. He looks at the dead body. He looks at the leg, and he says out loud, "Could be worse. Could be way worse."
Hi, Rick.
Hello. What are you doing in my basement?
Your basement. We rented it, pal.
You rented it. You rented it. Oh, you are the McKinnon's friends. Yeah, he called. He said you guys were coming down. I guess he left out a few details of, what you needed the basement for. I figured it was just company coming down. Your timing, he points to the bathroom, was not great. But yeah. Okay, so what's going on?
At least you made it to the bathroom. Obviously, we had an accident. Or
Yeah,
two.
well, I'd see somebody about that. If that's what happens when you need to go. If you were just shitting out dead guys, you need a doctor of some kind.
No, it's okay. Phil was on the rag.
Phil, oh, okay. Who's Phil?
That guy. by
That
my
guy.
buddy
Okay.
Rocco.
Yeah. No, I heard most of the conversation. I just, the faces with the names I'm having trouble.
Oh, that's a problem, Rick.
I am Rick. I guess I will introduce myself since everybody seems to know my name.
You're wearing a gold chain with your name on it, Rick.
He looks down
You have
at his
an
gold
aura,
chain
a
with his
black
name
aura
on it. And he
about you
says,
that suggests Rick is all I'm gonna say.
we'll go with that. We'll say he was wearing a gold chain with his name on it. And he's like, okay, so yeah, good point. I'm Rick. Yeah. You guys need help with this. You got this under control.
Rick, what do you do?
Yeah, what's your
What
profession?
do I do?
Rick?
I do a little bit of this and I do a little bit of that, but mainly I'm the information guy. If you need technology hacked, moved, or sold a bot, I'm the guy. Usually don't dabble in this sort of thing. He points at the sink, but
So, Rick, let me ask you
situation
this
calls
question:
for
Are
it.
you
We have to
currently
adapt.
employed?
Currently employed, self-employed is the way I like to put it.
In the dwarven mines, from the look of it.
Okay, see, that's not funny. That's offensive.
Hey,
Okay,
Hokie, smack Bart for a second. Tell her to shut up.
that's just not the way to talk to your host. That's
I
not.
lightly slap him, but then I whisper to him, "Good one."
Listen, Rick, I like you.
And
Okay,
your
good.
ex.
You seem to have a lot of the skills that nobody else in our group has.
It's a weird coincidence, don't you think?
Are you currently, as a self-employed person, while living in the basement of a bar? I assume that you're maybe looking for a contractor too.
So no, see, this is where I live. This is my place. I'm not just hanging out. This is
That's what I'm saying. You're living in the basement of a bar.
okay, fine. If that's the way you want to put it. I say that I live in my home. You say basement of a bar. I'd say a bar lives above me. Whatever.
I like that outlook.
I do too. He's basically the opposite of Bart. I like that.
So,
Positive guy.
Rick, since you heard that whole discussion, are you okay with the plan we had kind of laid out, and then maybe cleaning up after our little party down here?
Well, killing Phil in the basement is gonna involve, more cleaning than I had planned on for this evening.
Rick, you're the information guy, buddy. Let me ask you a question.
Shoot. No, wait,
How-
don't shoot. Just ask.
I was gonna say, careful talking to this guy.
How good are you with cell phones?
The best.
Let's check these guys and see if they got phones.
Okay. All right. So you guys
It'll
kind of
be
shuffle
fine.
around through everybody's pockets, and you produce 3 cell phones, all the same model. No personalization to them whatsoever. No clever cases or anything like that.
Are they Blackberries? Because they're Blackberries, and I believe that they're government.
They seem to be an issue of phone that you're not familiar with. You haven't seen it before, and there's
Toss them to Rick. See if Rick knows who uses these kinds of phones. If there's a specific, what he can find out on them, who these people might be.
Who are these? Okay, yeah, no, I will look into this. Tell you what, why don't you secure these, guys here?
Also, I got $4,055. Give him 200 right now, cash.
You're just giving me $200.
Yeah, to look at these phones, and I want it to, kind of quick, possible.
Okay, so let's just say hypothetically, 200 is not my price.
What's your price, Rick?
Well, we got to talk about that. Okay, tell you what. Step in.
Sydney and I talked too.
Did you? Keep in mind, I heard the conversation.
Yeah, we talked all right about socks.
Yeah.
See where that got him?
What's your price? I don't want to make enemies.
Well, Sydney, you know what? We're just getting to know each other, and things are awkward. We'll just keep with the 200.
Okay.
We'll call it good faith and not being shot at. Okay, but step into my office over here, and we will talk about these phones. If you're up for it.
Should I kill Phil first?
I mean, okay, do whatever you want.
No,
but,
it's fine. I'll talk.
clean up, So if you're gonna just kill somebody to prevent the mess,
Can I send Hokie in with you, because I feel like I've talked a lot in this episode.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah, no, I completely understand what you're talking about with episodes. Yeah, fine. Okay, so he opens up what looks like a closet door and then opens a sliding door in the back of the closet, and you guys get to see his office.
Dun dun dun.
Layers of
Squiggly
layers.
rug.
Oh.
Okay, so in here, Rick steps in, and I guess Hokie was going in with him. Hokie, you see a room with 2 easy chairs, an end table, a small refrigerator, a very large desk with many screens at it, and an entire wall of what looks like computer servers or, computer bits. Not being a tech guy, you just recognize it as lots of computer bits.
All right.
Rick goes over and sits in his office chair, which is lower than normal. He reaches over to the side and pulls up a lever that, as he rocks it back and forth, brings the chair up to a normal level so he can use the keyboard and look at all the screens.
Okay.
He puts the phones down on the desk, and it looks like he's starting to get to work. So you guys in a little bit of trouble? Is that right?
Yeah, you could say that. I think
Okay, yeah, no, don't fill me in on anything. Just stumble over there.
well, I thought you said you heard everything, so I figured you're pretty up to date, but we're trying to figure out what the fuck went wrong with Rocco's operation, and I'm also trying to figure out why the fuck my concert was canceled and why I'm even in the same room as that guy who's trying to murder everybody that we meet, including you, about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, okay. So it sounds like you're in need of information. I happen to be an information guy. Give me. We'll go over some details, and maybe I can find something for you. Maybe.
That would be
I don't know.
That would be of great use to us, Rick.
I got to tell you right off the bat, without even doing anything with these phones, these are odd phones. I've not seen these before. Like there's no brand name, there's no serial number, there's nothing on the outside.
These guys were
That's weird.
claiming to be Secret Service people who might actually have worked for the president. Do you think that's legit? Have you ever seen government phones? Would they look like this?
Well, I've never seen a Secret Service phone of any kind. It would stand to reason nowadays that they would have kind of their own set. So maybe let me look into that. Maybe that's a good place to start.
Yeah, I one of the guys also produced a badge, and we'd love to know if this is legitimate as well.
Okay. Well, bring everything in here, put it on the table, and I'll get started.
Okay, and I go do that. Whoever had the badge, I get it from, and give that to Rick.
Okay. Well, that was Phil. Yeah. Okay.
Smart part.
Okay, so Rick looks like he's getting to work. Smart Bart has been running laps all over the basement.
He looks like he needs to pee.
Maybe he does. Hey, there's a bathroom.
Done.
Fantastic. Just wash your hands.
Ah.
So Rick is working then right now. He seems to maybe need to be left alone. Before I go though, I say, Rick, what do you think we should be doing with these two guys out here? You're an information guy. You also seem to appreciate the nuance of nonviolent.
I'm just saying, don't fuck up my rug any more than it's already fucked up.
Well, can we keep these guys on ice while we go maybe go out and try to hit the streets to find out some other information?
I mean, there's what he throws you a roll of duct tape. Like, that's what I got. If that you tie him up with that, I guess you can leave him here fine. But if they get loose and run out of here, that's not my problem.
Oh boy. So, well, then I asked Rick if that doesn't sit well with my partners. Should we just sit tight while you work your magic? How long do you think this is gonna take, man?
Oh, I just, I mean, with the phones, probably not too long. You give me like, half an hour or something. I'll get you something.
All right. Well,
But,
we will sit tight for I think that long. We can wait that long to figure something out on those.
Okay. Hey, just a thought.
Yep.
Anybody gonna come looking for those guys?
Probably if they are who they say they are.
Oh, that's good news. Great. I'm very happy. Tell you what. Tell you what.
Yep.
Do something about that.
I don't know exactly what to do about that, Rick. Do you think we need to make an arrangement with the folks upstairs who might have heard and seen these guys come in?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So I think we should probably duct tape these guys and kind of assess the situation upstairs, see if anyone's called the cops already. These guys I don't think have called in or checked in. That they went into combat before.
Okay. I'm gonna
Call
stop
back
you and I'm gonna interrupt right there. I appreciate you running the plan by me, but I think maybe you should go out there and tell your friends.
I'm sorry. Was that all out loud? I was just sometimes when I get nervous, I start
Oh, okay. Yeah,
doing-
no, my apologies.
doing
It's
a
hard to tell
monologue.
what's in a monologue and not.
It's been a weird day. It's been a weird day, Rick. So I got you. I walk out to the other room with the duct tape, and I say hello and try to see where Smart Bart is.
Aha!
He comes out from underneath.
From
The
under the
corpse,
dead body.
Hey, I'm practicing for when you
Hokie,
guys get gunned down.
I told him not to do it.
I say, I throw Rocco the duct tape and I say, do your best tie-up job on these two
I'll
guys.
treat him like Kaylee Anthony.
Oh my god! Don't do that much, I say, but make sure they can't go anywhere. And then I say that we need to go upstairs and assess the situation, see if anyone.
Should maybe one of us stay down here?
If you feel more comfortable with that, Rocco.
I don't know. What do you think?
I'm since I can't even have enough reflex to answer you fast enough. I probably should be
Not staying down here. That's for sure.
accompanied by one of the two of you, and go upstairs. Do you think?
Hey, Hokie, did you tell Rick about our situation?
I kind of told him about the whole situation. He seemed to know a lot of stuff already. He's working on the phones right now, trying to figure it out what they are. He doesn't recognize them, so.
You see, I was just setting you up for a joke. I was going to ask if it went over his head because he's short.
You know what? You guys go upstairs. I'll stay here.
Okay. All right, I go over to Smart Bart and I whisper in his ear again, "Good one," and leave Rocco to tie these guys up.
I already tied him up. I turn the TV on, and I'm gonna go watch some Chris Who Knows Best.
Rocco, I'm going to ask for some kind of role from you here in terms of tying people up.
Nice.
Um,
Sexy.
Our first roll, like 45 minutes.
I'm
into the
kind of
episode.
looking for some sort of appropriate skill to go along with it. I don't think it's going to be terribly hard. It's not like they're resisting you,
It's not botany.
but it's not Bonnie. It certainly isn't. Do you have any appropriate skills? Let's
I'm
ask
looking
there.
through it now. Awareness? No, not really. Nothing that really fits this.
Yeah.
What about
Jury
Weeble
rig, but that's a
Weeblo.
zero.
What about Weeblo?
Streetwise? You got any streetwise?
Yeah, he's got streetwise.
Do I? Yeah, I'm sure I do. What is that under?
What? I thought you had cheat sheets.
I did. I can't find
It's under-
Streetwise.
The cool and will category of
Yeah,
skill?
cool.
That helps.
I have zero for Streetwise.
He's
But I have
not.
6 for Intimidate.
He's not
Very
streetwise.
good.
I'm fairly streetwise.
Would you like to come and tie them up?
I will come back and tie them up. and I
Of
guess
course.
I'll roll. I've got 7 in Streetwise, and
Okay, so let's say
it'd
I
be
don't know. What you got a choice here? You can use
my cool
intelligence
is my cool
or
is not
cool.
cool.
Your cool is not cool. You're not cool.
No, I'm very cool. I got a 9. My intelligence is a 5.
I think you should use cool and streetwise
All right, that's a 9 and a 7.
and tie them up in an extremely, flourished manner. You know,
All right, what
you
should
look
I
like you.
what should I roll?
A single D10, as with most everything.
Okay, single D10 plus 9 and 7. That's 16. And rolling.
Yeah, you know what I don't like? I don't like that it doesn't make any sound when we roll.
It did. It went whoop, whoop.
That's
Yeah.
crap.
I rolled a 22.
Okay.
Here
You
you
rolled
go.
a 22. Okay. They
I like the
look
sound effects.
they look extremely secure to you.
Snug. Nice. Well, that was super cool.
Can I assume that you're tying up Phil and Greg?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. All right.
That's,
I tied up Sydney.
They
You
actually,
leaving them? Are you leaving them right where they are?
I'll move them. Go upstairs.
All right. Rocco will decide what is the most strategic place to have them prisonered.
Can we trust him to like drag them somewhere without shooting someone for no reason?
I don't know, but let's just get out of the murder basement.
I'm afraid that the fabulousness of Greg's socks will compel him to kill again.
It's just a risk we're gonna have to take there, smart Bart.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So you two are headed up the stairs.
Whee!
Rocco, where do you want to put the bodies?
I think I'm gonna put him over here near me.
I just moved you.
Okay. Oh well, that's fine. I'll put him. What is this? A sink over here? Like a washer dryer?
We got a sink and a washer and a dryer.
Let's put them over here by the washer and dryer.
Okay. Let's do that. Phil's a smaller guy, in case you missed it. Anyway. Okay, and you're just gonna
Hang on, right where I'm at. Okay.
Before I leave
Right
the
where you're
basement, I rail back down to Rocco and say, Rick said it would take him about a half hour to get something substantive out of those phones.
All right.
Okay. So now we're headed back upstairs, is that right?
Yeah, we're headed back upstairs to assess.
Let's see if I can work the magic.
Oh yeah, McKinney's.
Nice.
I wish
McKinney's.
we were spending more time here.
Okay, so you're just headed right back inside.
Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna kind of, I'd say, do an awareness check to see if people are panicked, if they're reacting like to the multiple gunshots
Sure.
they should have heard.
Absolutely. Is there an awareness stat? Okay, so we get
Yeah.
intelligence.
Mine's gonna suck. I think it's reflex and then there's an awareness stat on its own.
Is there?
Or what's it under? Yeah, it's under.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah, I think it's.
There's human perception. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's exactly what you're thinking. Oh, awareness and notice under intelligence. Yeah. Okay. So
So it'd be intelligence.
Intelligence plus awareness.
Yep.
And a D10.
Okay. We are both gonna do this. I think.
Okay.
I've got.
Does any wait? Hold on. Does anybody have any actual dice?
No, we're doing it with roll 10. What are you talking about? Or with the roll
Nobody.
20?
Nobody has any. I missed the sound effect. You know, I like the
I
sound.
can do a sound effect.
I don't actually have a.
Was
It's.
that the sound effect? Because that was not. That was rough.
We'll have to look
have a-
into it if D20 has
Here, I have dice. Give me a second.
or roll 20.
I was gonna say I have a bag of D20s, but it's with my magic cards, and I don't know where either of those things are.
Oh man, this. I think my
Wow.
cool just
Wow.
dropped. Listening to that.
I think yours just everybody else's in the room rose.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Go ahead, roll the dice.
There is that.
All right, I've got I got 5 for intelligence and 2 for awareness, so that's D10 plus 7.
Yep.
Roll that, and then Smart Bart, you're gonna have something as well. So I rolled a nice. I rolled a 10 plus 7, 17.
Okay.
Wow.
Where
Maybe you
Where
don't
am I
need to be rolling anything. Maybe I like X-ray vision this bar here.
awareness? So mine would be a 10 plus 5.
You're on. It's under intelligence. So yours is going to be a 3.
Your intelligence plus awareness is what?
Oh, 8.
8 total?
Yeah, because I've got 5 for awareness/notice.
Gotcha. Okay, so roll it and add a d10 to that.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. We'll roll 1 d10 plus 8 gets me 9.
See, the sound effects are adding a lot to it, I think.
So
Anyway,
so Smart Bart is looking at a wall.
Is
Okay,
that
so you
is
guys,
that spot
you guys-
mayonnaise or urine?
okay, so you guys are kind of looking out on the street and looking in the bar to see if anybody's kind of panicked or
Right, to see
there's
if
some
authorities are storming the area.
I guess the gunfire. We'll start with Smart Bart, who did not notice as much. Smart Bart, you have found the entrance to the bar.
Oh,
And
here we
moving on
are.
to
Yes.
Hokie. Hokie, you scan the street and briefly look inside the bar, and you noticed nobody's really acting strangely. Nobody's panicked. There's doesn't look like anybody's really concerned beyond their own dealings. You do notice directly across the street, parallel parked, is a large black van for a flower delivery service.
Oh shit.
We're gonna have to find their keys, aren't we?
Well, I'm wondering if anyone's still in that van and monitoring these guys.
Ah,
You can
Good luck.
plainly see that nobody's in the driver or passenger seat of the
Oh,
van.
all right.
well, someone could be in the back.
Thank goodness for critical rolls. Well, that's
That's how they get you.
It's a fair assessment. I do suggest maybe we go back downstairs and search these guys for keys, and then maybe we switch out teammates and get Rocco up to open the van to make sure there's nobody inside.
Okay,
Good
switching
plan.
back over to the basement of doom. You guys are back down here.
Yay, cartoons!
We fill Rocco in on the situation upstairs.
And Rocco reacts.
Cool. I'll
Nice.
go with it.
All right, so Smart Bart,
Strong.
you chill out down here.
Yeah, buddy.
And Rocco, why don't you come with? Well, first we got to search these guys for keys,
Yeah.
right?
Whoa, wait a minute. We're short a guy. Where's the other guy?
What other guy? What are you talking about?
Are you?
There were 3. Now there's 2.
What do you?
I'm seeing 3.
I see Sydney on the table.
There you go.
I see Phil by the dryer.
You got to.
Uh-huh.
You.
Oh, wait, I see. There's Greg. Sorry, I was scrolled up. Greg was hiding behind RetroNick.
This is that 3
And-
intelligence that that kick it in here.
Okay, so immediately Smart Bart gets extra experience points for role playing low tech advantage outside the
Properly
realm.
counting the avatars in the basement.
Yay!
And then he.
Hey, while we're down here, you want to poke in and check on Rick?
No, not yet. I want to search these guys for keys because I
Yeah, I really need to come up with some more short jokes before I talk to Rick again.
God.
All right, you know what? I pop into Rick and
Like him, I'm running low.
I pop into Rick and say, "How's it going with those phones, guy?
Just getting started.
Son of a bitch." Okay, I go back out and say, "No luck thus far. Let's search these motherfuckers for keys."
Okay, so you search Greg and Phil up and down. You find that both of them had wallets. Both of them have badges. It's probably about $10 in cash in between them. You find holsters for their guns. Their guns are gone because Smart Bart has them. You do not find any keys.
Oh, sick. That means we need to go through Sydney's pockets. What's left of them?
I don't like blood, so you guys can do it.
Oh, dude, you made all the blood.
I don't like it.
Says the guy sitting on the chair in between all of the blood
Yeah, that was my seat before I went up to do work. Thanks. All right, I gotta check Sydney.
Okay, so
God,
rifling through
Get
Sydney's
out from
pockets,
underneath him. Stop.
Sorry, I was just trying to be thorough.
Stop.
you find a wallet. You find a couple of bucks of cash. You find a third firearm. I think he was the only one left, and you do find a set of car keys.
Aha!
All right.
Sweet.
Smart Bart,
They're a little sticky at this point.
give those to Rocco.
There you go, Rocco. The keys are sticky. I think this guy got way excited when you pulled out your piece.
Well,
All right, and I say, Rocco, their van is parked across the street. We saw it. So...
All right, let's go up there and let's try to get back down here before Rick is done. I don't really want him interacting with Bart.
All right. Good advice. Smart plan.
so okay. Rocky and Hokie are headed upstairs.
Yeah, Rocky and I are headed upstairs, out to look at the van.
Okay.
And I tell him it's clear there's no one in the driver's seat or up front, but I would like you and your super reflexes to be able to.
I want to yell down real quick to Bart. Keep your eye on those two.
Okay.
What? I asked Smart Bart, what do you watch on TV?
Nothing. It's some Boomerang. I think. What is this show? It's one of those ones with a shaggy-looking guy, and then there's like a token cartoon animal. This is the one with the shark. Is it Jabberjaw? It's not Scooby-Doo, but that guy looks a lot like Shaggy, who also looks like the guy from Dune Buggy.
I stare blankly back at Smart Bart and then leave the room.
And he's the reporter. Okay.
I quickly whisper to Hookie, we got to be quick.
And I say, you're not Rocco. Okay. And then I say, hello, Rocco. Okay. And I tell him there's clearly nobody in the front seat or in the driver's side or anything, but we got to check the back. There might be somebody who might have been listening in on these guys, even though it didn't seem like they were bugged.
Okay, now at this point, we have a choice in the game here. We can either sort of ad-lib this with my basic descriptions of the area, or you guys can stall for a few minutes while I create a map with a street and a van on it.
Well, we're at an hour, a little past an hour now. I'm wondering if this is a natural stopping point, too.
I think this might be a good checkpoint.
We could, but
we're at the van.
I want to get to the fireworks factory. I want to make sure there's no one in that van. It's going to keep me at the edge of my seat.
We're going to get people coming back next week.
That's
if you're at the end
months
of
from now, we do it again.
So are our wonderful viewers.
All right.
Listeners.
Fair enough. All right, so
Hi, Mom.
We'll end it there. We didn't. I don't think we covered too many kilometers in game space, but we're definitely getting closer to finding out some more shit about what the hell went down with Rocco.
And hopefully, learned a lot about Smart Bart today too.
Hopefully, eventually,
I think you guys were able to discover what happened in the last session. So that's good.
All right. So let me ask this:
me and my buddy Evan Williams.
Are we gonna stop here now?
Yeah, we're gonna stop here.
If we do stop here, I think we need to have our first 15-minute Cyberpunk 2020 After Dark debrief session on air, though. I think that'll be funny.
I think that's a good plan.
All right,
ready on the show, and then just the three of us talk about how fucked up we are at this.
Well,
hold on. Let's everybody sit down and relax in a familiar setting.
Okay.
Yes.
We need Pops to have his own little icon too that he can come in.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you're, I guess if you don't want to kill the immersion, you should sign off now. And if you are, I would say thank you for joining us. And hope to see you all next time. Yeah, I'm talking to the theoretical listeners.
I thought you were talking to me.
We're kind of like I think NPCs at this point. Like I'm not sure if they actually exist, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button, and if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, I would say subscribe. It's free, it costs nothing, and yeah, that'll be a good idea.
And I'd like to thank our sponsor, MeUndies.
I'd like to thank our sponsor.
MeUndies is made out of microfiber modal. It is the best underwear in the world.
Speaking of...
bad guy! It's a big one!
They're coming big. What can I tell you? Speaking of sponsors, I think this would be a great place to talk about a service that provides web solutions at low costs. But I can't think of a single name. Oh well.
Squarespace.
I guess maybe. Never heard of that. Never heard of that name. Never heard of them. Don't know who that is because they haven't.
Let me tell you more.
They haven't sponsored our program, so I'm not going to acknowledge their existence whatsoever. But man, wouldn't that have been a great place to mention something like that?
And it would be really cool if you got a free domain just for signing up.
Mm-hmm.
By going to that website.com/cyberpunk 2020.
Did I miss something here? Like,
what you missed is we're all out of character now, right? So what you missed is all of us whoring ourselves for sponsors because we all listen to podcasts and are trying to think of what is always on podcasts, and it's Squarespace, MeUndies, or Third Love bras, basically. So,
yeah,
wow.
Or Audible. Go to audible.com. I especially like milk at her uncle's farm.
Finally, I got one.
You know what I also like? I like healthy, affordable snacks sent to me in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
That's good stuff. But unfortunately, I don't think anybody's ever thought of that as a business.
Well, I'll tell you what I like is actually having complete meals sent to me for the mail with all the ingredients I need and the recipe and easy to follow directions.
That sounds like it would be really convenient.
You guys, you're hitting good spots because the type of people that would listen to the show would love to be able to have snacks delivered to their door and also have meals. You know what else they'd like to have? What if they could talk to their counselor or psychologist by talking on their phone, just texting them anytime they want for one flat fee for the month? That'd be really good too.
That'd be a very good business plan. And
if only there was a place out there that did that.
What if every month people got a box full of stuff that was filled with intellectual property filled with merchandise from all their favorite IP, like
I'll be honest,
some kind of geeky stuff.
I'll be honest, that sounds freaking terrible.
Are you sure you don't want to spend $20 for $5 worth of tchotchkes and T-shirts that are going to end up?
I do not.
Because no one else wants them.
What the fuck are you all talking about? Holy shit! That was.
So now that ad corner is out of the way, we can actually debrief the show.
Okay, moving on to Cyberpunk 2020 After Dark. Can we call it that? What do we?
Well, first we're gonna get fucking Rocco new lungs. We could roll for that.
Oh, it's me.
That was retro.
See, they do sound alike, especially when coughing.
Well, the emphysema really has one sound to it, I guess.
Don't smoke, kids.
And the old health bill got voted down today. You guys are shit out of luck, right? With your
we need to get better icons here for the bottom, like the portraits, if you will.
What the fuck is wrong with mine? That is exactly who I rolled. I'm a South Pacific Islander with straight hair, and I've got sweet sunglasses. Mine's the best.
I guess you're looking at something else because I see a black box.
I see all four of them.
You have a black box.
You're a rooster.
You're a black box.
You're a black box.
I see like a weird sort of artsy version of RetroNick.
Yeah, RetroNick looks like he's a socialist revolutionary.
Let me see your desktop then, like in the Hangout.
Oh, I'll share screen. Whoa! We just totally since you sneezed there, retro. Your camera came up.
Whoa.
So we saw you in your Lebowski sweater for a minute. There you go. There's some of that bonus content for whoever's stuck around.
Yeah, man. I dig the way you do business.
But can you see now there?
And you can't see mine. Okay, that's really weird.
Yeah, it was a kiwi or some shit. Like it's a weird bird thing.
I see all four of them.
It's a chicken.
Okay.
Actually.
Well,
but
yeah, that is a chicken.
Kiwi chicken. Yep. Yeah, they're usually all black. They hide in the shadows. They're very frightening. That's
chickens?
Chicken, yeah. That's what I see right here.
That doesn't sound like what you were describing.
No. No, not at all.
Oh well, okay.
And Rocco has gone to the bathroom. What the fuck?
No, I came back out. It was quick. I had to pee.
No, looks like you're still in there.
Oh, well, hold on. I'm lost.
You look like Lord Nikon from Hackers.
All right, so shall we actually?
We're all looking at different screens.
Debrief.
Yeah, we should just.
What happened?
Like one of those like after show things.
Okay.
I think people would like that.
Yeah.
So guys,
Obviously, now we should probably talk about the. So, how do you guys feel that the game is going so far, plot wise? And
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like my character has made some real emotional developments.
well, after hiding under dead bodies and not tying anybody up,
I have to say, I already am like, wow, this kind of took a turn. I thought I kind of knew what the fuck was going on, and then tonight when we started, it didn't even occur to me that we knew literally nothing about the guys we shot the fuck out of, like previous episode, that they actually might have been allies of ours.
And let me just say that I hope that holds true when I review the first 2 episodes.
Okay,
And that
yeah.
it's not a gaping plot hole, but we'll explain that away if that's the case. It's fine.
What I think is interesting, if I'm pulling back the curtain and just dropping all pretense, is I think, and I don't know if Nick and Evil Deceiver knew each other before this, or we all just knew Hokie. But there was like a feeling out period, and I think I feel like, I could be wrong, I feel like we're kind of getting into a groove with it as characters. I think there's like figuring out each other's sense of humor. Just part of it. I mean, the game is part of it, but it's also everything else. I think that is.
The interaction was way better this episode. There was less talking over each other and interrupting and that kind of stuff. Like everybody just kind of.
Even though I was like, Rocco was just like, fuck these guys, shoot him. I was like, whoa. Not again. Okay? Not again. Stop. Put it down. Put the fucking gun down.
So
the guy's got a
and
badge.
Sean can appreciate this. It's like when you get into camp and you got to find you guys just start fighting, right? You got to figure out where you're at, and then you settle down and you start doing the game. So you kill a few people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I mean,
they're unarmed.
I'm the new guy.
Drunk as
This
shit.
is literally the first of these types of games, or any role-playing game I've ever played in my life. So there's that.
I also like how we started this episode with me yelling at an unconscious man and trying to get him to talk. And then Rocco coming over and just pouring citric acid in his eyes to no effect. And then be like, wait, who's that other guy over there?
Guy reeks of limes and he's unconscious. He's in Margaritaville.
You just slap him awake, and he's like, "Whoa, hey, what's up?"
I look forward to him waking up.
And let me tell you, listening to that happening as a DM, when I know full well on the opposite side of the room there's somebody that's at least already semi-conscious. You debate with yourself whether to intervene or just let it happen. You gotta let the players make their own mistakes, but it's like, what? Why are you doing this?
We got weird fetishes in this world. What can I say? I like to see citric fruit smashing people's eyes for no fucking reason whatsoever, to no effect.
Citrus masochism is a new.
It's evolved in this
new set of websites going out there.
Alternate reality.
Well, there's a bunch of people out there who like to watch girls rub up against balloons. The anticipation of them maybe popping is just too much for them to handle.
So why not one?
You've gone down out to the internet. I have not.
That is I think that's Smartbart's first attempt at news. I mean, we all just learned something there, and
this just in: some people prefer
Well
dressing like giant teddy bears and having sex with each other. Movie at 11.
Oh, you see that? I knew. I mean,
yeah, everyone knows that one. The whole furry thing.
And Rocco just got done saying how I think we're understanding each other's sense of humor. I'm like, and then Smart Bart.
Part of understanding people's sense of humor is knowing when to just completely deadpan it.
Oh yeah.
And let it sit there and marinate.
And also meet it with stunned, shocked silence.
What?
Well, that's what happened last episode with that cold open.
Oh yeah.
well, to be fair, Retro and I were the only two that had ever seen or heard Serial, and we were the two that were in the planning stage of it. So the two of you were like, "What are you doing?"
I know.
If anyone else who recognized that song would have gotten it.
I felt so bad for the tens of minutes that you guys put into that. I mean, I just felt like, oh man, all that effort.
Because I don't know about you, but I was like, "Oh, this is gonna fucking slay."
Oh no, I thought it was gonna kill, and then when it didn't, that was the funniest thing that could have happened.
I had actually planned, like, next episode we were gonna do like the theme from The Wire, and just shows that are done, like Firefly, that we wish were still around. And I was gonna figure out a way to kind of do that for everything. And I was like, and then after that failed, I was like, well, fuck it, we're just not doing that. But I had like 6 episodes planned. I was like, oh, we can do The Wire, but then have like the music be a little bit for. I had this, and then I was well, I don't have the initiative to do it anyway, but.
Okay, so you're saying the music that was played went to some sort of television show?
No, it was a podcast called Serial that was like really,
the most
really popular.
podcast,
so, and the beginning of that is like a couple of quotes from like jailhouse phones, and so that's why I had Hokie and Nick do their like quotes. So he recorded those, and it had to sound like they were recordings, and then come in with like from NPR and All Things Considered. This is Serial season 3 because season 3 is getting ready to come out. So it was going to be like it was a failed idea.
It was it was going to be a total fraud, and you know. And again,
we're just trying to beat them to it.
At least 5 to 10 minutes of everyone's day was just went for naught in that whole creative process. But hey, you don't know it's gonna stick unless you throw it at the wall, you know?
Well, here's the thing, it's not terrible if nobody laughs. It's not terrible if you laugh at your own joke, but it's really terrible if nobody laughs but you're laughing at your own joke. And that's essentially what happened in that situation. Like Retro and I were laughing. Nobody else was.
That's like ending your own text with an LOL. Like you're not allowed to do that. You shouldn't do that. You know.
Oh Lord, I got a friend that does that after every other sentence. It's just like stop.
That's bad.
Is it a chick? Is it a
no. No.
You should not be friends with this person.
Is he an Irish hockey player?
Do they identify as a female attack helicopter? Like maybe I don't want to misgender them. So
I never asked their preferred pronouns. I was just like, do you like the word Apache?
I think
like that is appropriation.
Ending your own jokes with your own LOL is actually probably its own Tumblr gender, and it's the worst one if it exists.
That might be a weird fetish for idiots.
I'm anti whatever that is. I don't want those people to have rights. So I'll find a holy scripture to back that up. But at this point, I don't want them to have rights.
And the Lord said, "Thou shalt not laugh at your own text.
Thou shalt not be lame
via
enough
text
to end your own texts with your
with
own
an
laughter."
LOL."
Right?
Yeah.
You forcing it, motherfuckers. Well, since I'm coming up on like 50 hours awake, I'm good with that. But did anyone want to get into anything else behind the curtain?
I did not know you had been awake for 2 days.
You knew that, you son of a bitch.
Do we have any thoughts or concerns about the game or the plot so far, or anything along those lines that I need to be aware of? Like, you think we're going good the way it is? Because I do have a pretty developed plot line kind of written out that I am probably going to completely throw away, because at this rate it'll take several decades to get through.
Well, is that like an issue where you want us to move it along for
no,
faster?
I think today's episode, like, even though we didn't get a lot done plot wise, I think was hilarious and entertaining, and so I think it worked. I think it worked just fine.
Well, I was kind of aware of that myself too, and I was probably like, if I was a viewer of this and like the comedy or the inherent jokes of it are one thing maybe, but like if I was actually interested in your plot, which I am in other games that I've listened to, I'd be a little bit frustrated about like you literally went to the same 2 fucking places you were last episode that you also clearly all didn't remember.
Reverse order, so it's a twist.
But there's reveals. Come on, there's extra rooms that we didn't even see before, and I didn't even.
That
see
was
them.
Cool.
How cool was that? Right,
huge,
like that was awesome.
Huge twist.
A grand deceiver, evil deceiver.
Yeah.
If when you go back and review, the guys have a different name than what we named them this time, Sydney and Phil, I proposed every episode we call them something different.
I was thinking something else too. I was just like, wouldn't it be funny if we just never got out of the rape mess or the rapement? The rape basement. The rapement.
And then we'd have to go back in a race.
A I think if we have a comedic total meltdown of the plot line and the character's ability to contribute to it, I think that's its own entertainment.
Yeah, because it's kind of like
Especially-
Red Dwarf, right? You're like, do they ever get anywhere? It's like, no, he's just perpetually stuck.
This is really all just a big setup for us to do an actual role-playing thing with Star Wars anyway, right?
Welcome back to Purgatory 2020, where
That's gonna be the meta solution where all three characters and Rick decide to sit down and instead of trying to solve the mystery, decide to play Star Wars the role-playing game.
Yes.
that we just
When we actually do that, all of us will take it way too seriously and it won't be funny. Be like, no, Jimmy, often you can't do that.
No, I
You're
like this
conniving,
idea.
and I can't trust you.
I don't know how we figured out to we just inceptioned tabletop
Yes.
games. We just
That is so meta. If our characters are playing the Star Wars role-playing game
we need
within this game,
to immediately find some
Who
non-copyrighted
played Space Quest
Guam
4?
music to play over this revelation right now.
What's the game you play in Space Quest 4 when you go to the arcade?
oh man, I never played the Space Quest games.
Well, you have to hide from this chick, and so you go play a game in an arcade. But it's like its own game.
The fuck
it's like
is Space Quest?
It's
it was a
serious
Sierra
game.
game for your phone.
Yeah,
for
Oh
IBM.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
All right, an example for you, Hokie, would be if you play 2 games of Blades of Steel, you get to play that game in between the second and third period for the second one. Remember that?
Yeah, I guess kinda.
Yeah. It's
Not
like
really.
that.
Wow.
Anyone
That's
here ever
really-
play Day of the Tentacle?
Okay. Let me explain it for you.
Yeah, go. Let's,
Try to imagine playing Railroad Tycoon.
Yep.
For hours on end,
I
and
got
then
it.
you reach a level where you're allowed for a few minutes to play NHL 99 before
man.
returning to Railroad Tycoon.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
See,
I'll do you
That's
one
right.
better.
I
You ever
get
play Shenmue on the Dreamcast?
no.
no one had anything on the Dreamcast.
Yes, the best
Nobody.
card game ever was on the Dreamcast.
Yes.
That's true.
In Shenmue, you could pick up games for your Sega Saturn,
Oh, Shenmue. Yeah.
and you could actually put them into your Saturn at Ryo Hazuki's house, and you could play Manx TT Superbike and Space Harrier without having to go anywhere. Or you could play them in the arcade.
And that esoteric gaming fact is brought to you by some other
RetroNick.com.
some other sponsor you guys wanted to jack off here in the extra session.
Hey, okay, so I think that should be something that we're ready for in future episodes in case I need, 5 or 10 minutes to just make up a basic map of something. I think you guys should be ready to ad-lib bullshit commercials.
Just straight up Mad
Right.
Men, that thing. Okay.
That's not too far removed from my actual job as a creative director. So I'd be
Okay.
down.
Yeah, we can all be soulless whores, for products.
Oh, absolutely.
No problem. And that's why we're in the tabletop game to begin with, bitch.
Well, we
Fuck.
can't be soulless horse for anybody that hasn't paid us.
That's-
that's
That's
Just
how.
ridiculous.
That's especially soulless.
Well, they were
Oh.
just soulless sluts because we're not doing it
Right.
for money.
That's right.
and that's not cool.
All right.
Nobody wants that.
All right, so we're more socialist whores than I guess, but whatever.
We're dying of starvation?
Yeah. Somehow, RetroNick, your worker avatar has gone away now. You're just black on my screen.
Oh, that's weird.
That is weird. And Rocco's
'Cause I'm-
also,
Aha! See,
also gone too.
Actually, yeah. Hokie, you vanished. Rocco, you vanished.
that's-
But you're not black boxes. You're just gone.
That's just roll 20. That's just roll 20 fucking up, I guess.
Hmm.
Well, I'm gonna have to call it there because right now
All right, why?
I'm
Are you tired or?
I'm a little bit tired, and
bit
I'm
tired?
kind of losing track of what I'm saying. So, yeah.
Okay.
But I guess
Next Thursday?
to conclude, yeah, we'll figure out the next time to record, and hope everyone who's listening right now or stuck with us through all that will join us for the next episode. Thanks for joining
Okay.
us. Later on.
Cool.
Later.